to Govardhan, they were in fact shifting their hearts toward Krishna himself. So, dear folks, today's celebration is about rekindling that spirit of surrender, remembering that under God's umbrella we are always safe, always loved, and always sheltered. So, to set our consciousness in the right mood, we have our very own Perfect Harmony Club, and this time they've come up with the theme Vraja Vibes. I request each one of you to participate enthusiastically and sing and dance your hearts out for the pleasure of the Lord. Let's welcome our musically talented Perfect Harmony with a loud Hari Bol! Hari Bol!
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Bol. So 5,000 years ago, our little Krishna lifted the Giriraj Govardhan and provided shelter to the Vrajvasis in Vrindavan. Today, by the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Prabhupada, the same Krishna is personally present with us in the form of holy name. So let us all take shelter under this holy name and seek the Lordship's blessings so that we also get shelter at their lotus feet. So let us do Harinam Sankirtan all together. Haribol. So I request you all to please join with us, sing with us, dance with us. Okay? As we sing, as we dance, Krishna is more and more pleased. We have become closer to Krishna. So let us all become closer to Krishna today. Haribol. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminite Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Everyone together.
Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Radha Giridhari Radha Giridhari Radha Giridhari Shri Radhe
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 Radhe Radhe Shri Radhe
Radhe Radhe Shri Radhe
Radhe Radhe Shri Radhe
Radhe Radhe Shri Radhe
Krishna Balaram Jayo Krishna Balaram Jayo Krishna Balaram Jayo Vrindavan Dham
Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram
Jayo Gauranita 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 Jayo Gauranita
Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita
Jayo Jayo Prabhupada 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 Prabhupada
Jaya Prabhupada 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 Prabhupada
Go Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Hare Krishna. Harinam Mahasankirtan ki. So 5,000 years ago, Krishna lifted the Govardhan Hill, yes, and provided shelter to all the Vrajvasis. True. Giriraj Govardhan is very, very dear to Krishna. And Krishna is very much pleased when we glorify his dear devotees. So let us all sing together a beautiful song, Shri Govardhan Ashtakam, written by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Let's sing together and meditate on Giri Govardhan so that we can also aspire to become dear devotees of Lord Krishna. Haribol.
Hari Bol
Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan.
Jaya Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Jaya Giri Govardhan
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya
Krishna prasade na samasta shaila samrajamapnoti cha vairinopi.
Krishna prasade nasamasta shaila samrajyamapnoti cha vairinopi.
कृष्णा प्रसादेन समस्तशैला साम्राज्यमाप्नोति च वैरिणोऽपि
कृष्णा प्रसादेन समस्तशैलं साम्राज्यमाप्नोति च वैरिणोऽपि
कृष्णा प्रसादेन समस्तशैला साम्राज्यमाप्नोति च वैरिणोऽपि
कृष्णा प्रसादेन समस्तशैलं साम्राज्यमाप्नोति च वैरिणोऽपि
चक्रस्य य प्रापवनं स साक्षात् चक्रस्य य प्रापवनं स साक्षात् गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् स्वप्रेष्ठहस्ताम्बुजसौ कुमार्य सौखानुभूतेरपि भूमिवृत्ते महेन्द्रवज्राहतिमाप्यजाना
महेन्द्रवज्राहतिमाप्यजाना
गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
यत्रैव कृष्णो वृषभानुपूज्या धनं गृहीतुं कलहं विपेदे
यत्रैव कृष्णो वृषभानुपूज्य दानं गृहीतुं कलहं विपेदे
श्रुते स्पृहायात्रमहत्यतः श्री
श्रुते
श्रुते स्पृहायात्रमहत्यतः श्री
श्रुते
गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् स्नात्वा सरस्वाशु समीरहस्ति यत्रैव नेपादिपरागधूले आलोलयन्ते लतिचार सश्री आलोलयन्ते लतिचार सश्री गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् अभिषयितं किमात्रे ओहं प्रभो स्वस्य मोहविकारा
कस्तूरिकाभिषयितं किमत्रे ओहं प्रभो स्वस्य
नैसर्गिकस्वे यशिला सुगन्धे नैसर्गिकस्वे यशिला सुगन्धे गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् गोवर्धनो मे वंशप्रतिध्वन्यनुसारवर्त्मा देत्रेशवो यत्र हरिं हरिजा सारवत्मा देत्रेशवो यत्र हरिं हरिया यान्त्यो लभन्ते न हि विस्मृतासा यान्त्यो लभन्ते न हि विस्मृतासा गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् गोवर्धनो मे गङ्गामनुराभिराधा आरोय मध्ये तुलिमग्ननौका
यत्रैव गङ्गामनुराभिराधा आरोह्य मध्ये तुलिमग्ननौका
कृष्णा हि राधानुगरो बभूषा
कृष्णा
कृष्णो हि राधानुगरो बभूषा
कृष्णो हि राधानुगरो बभूषा
गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
विना भवेत् किं हरिदासवर्या तदाश्रयं भक्तिरताश्रयामि
वीणा भवेत् किं हरिदासवर्या पदाश्रयं भक्तिरताश्रयामि
यमेव स प्रेमनिजेशयो श्री
यमेव स प्रेमनिजेशयो श्री
यमेव स प्रेमनिजेशयो श्री
यमेव स प्रेमनिजेशयो श्री
गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
पठेभ्यो हरिदासवर्य महानुभावाष्टकमार्गचेता
एतत् पठेद्यो हरिदासवर्य महानुभावाष्टकमार्गचेता
श्रीराधिका माधवयो पदाब्जा
श्रीराधिका माधवयो पदाब्जा
सविन्दे दशिरेण साक्षात् दास्यं सविन्दे दशिरेण कृष्णाप्रसादेन तवास्तशैला साम्राज्यमाप्नोति तवैरोऽपि
कृष्णाप्रसादेन समस्तशैला साम्राज्यमाप्नोति च वैरिणोऽपि
शक्रजया प्रापवनेन्द्र साक्षात् गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामवेष्टा
शक्रजया प्रापवनेन्द्र साक्षात् गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामवेष्टम्
गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामवेष्टा
गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामवेष्टम्
गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामवेष्टा
गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामवेष्टम्
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
गिरि गोवर्धन 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 राधा गिरिधरि राधा गिरिधरि राधा गिरिधरि श्री राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे राधे श्री राधे जय विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती प्रभुपदा विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती प्रभुपदा चक्रवर्ती प्रभुपदा विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती प्रभुपदा जय विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती प्रभुपदा विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती प्रभुपदा विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती प्रभुपदा
Wow, indeed, we all were literally transferred to Vrindavan because of their great performance. Thank you, Perfect Harmony, for carrying our hearts to Vrindavan through your blissful kirtan. Now I request one of the member to introduce the team.
Hare Krishna. On my left, we have Madhav Prabhu on the Mridanga and Vampire. And besides him, we have Mohan Prabhu on Mridanga and Vampire. And here on the mic, we have Jagannath Prabhu on the follow-up vocals and kartals. And here we have Santush Prabhu on kartals. Here we have Akhil Prabhu on harmonium and follow-up singing and kartals also. Here we have Gaurav Prabhu on guitar and follow-up singing. Here we have Hans Raj Prabhu on the flute. Here we have Anirudh Prabhu on kartals and follow-up singing. Here we have on the tabla. And I am Prakhar Gupta on lead vocals, harmonium, guitar.
Can we have another round of a loud Hari Bol for that wonderful performance? Hari Bol! Thank you, Perfect Harmony, once again. Before we move to the highlight of the evening, here's an opportunity you wouldn't want to miss. Folk residencies offer a vibrant community of like-minded youth close to your college or office where you can live a healthy, balanced and spiritual, enriched life. Enjoy clean rooms, nutritious meals, professional management and the chance to grow emotionally, spiritually and professionally, all at an affordable cost. Let's watch a short video to know more. For any queries, connect with your folk guides.
I have often heard people say, peace comes from within. When Abhi first stepped into the chaos of the big city, he questioned who would so empathetically provide him the supportive environment to look within. Now he seamlessly guides others. Somewhere down the lane, folk residency became home, and roommates became family. Where else would you receive such love and brotherhood? Raghu cooks tasty snacks almost every other day. To accompany the nutritious food we get from the temple. We all together too. He is also our reminder of the discipline of cleanliness. Hari transferred recently from one other residencies in the city. He didn't even have to deposit money, and says that he knows he will never feel lonely here. How can he when Ridangam beats and Hari's guitar strings spread endless joy all around the place every evening, and the like-minded community's constant support helps trying towards self-improvement. We also receive guidance counseling from a spiritual guide when needed. Along with practicing spirituality, yoga, bhakti and other disciplines together. In our community, each one encourages the other's journey in the path of self-discipline and self-actualization. When surrounded by people you can call your own, how are you ever far away from home?
So folks, Going home this Diwali? Anyone going home? So, how many of you are here in Bangalore tomorrow? Haribol! For those in Bangalore, we have a surprise for you. We have a grand celebration across Bangalore in our folk residencies tomorrow. Haribol! If you stay close by to any of these locations, you can visit our folk residency. For more information, kindly contact your folk guides. Can we have the location, please? So if you are staying near to any of these locations, please visit our residencies and contact your folk guides for more details. So what is the next big festival we have? Any guesses? Next year, like very grand celebration after Janmashtami. What is it? Yeah. Srinivas Govinda! So now we have a short video which is for next year's Vaikuntha Ekadashi. So can we have the video, please?
Vaikuntha, the abode of Lord Vishnu, transcendentally beyond material description, but always present as the most divine destination in a devotee's mind. Vaikuntha, where there is no anxiety, but only transcendental bliss. Ekadashi of Shukla Paksha in Dhanurmasa is popularly known as Vaikuntha Ekadashi. On this day, the great devotee Namalvar went back to Godhead and was received at the northern gate of Vaikuntha by Lord Krishna himself. In South India, to commemorate this pastime of Lord Vishnu, a Vaikuntha Dwara is erected on the northern side of the temple. At ISKCON Bangalore, Vaikuntha Ekadashi is celebrated in a grand manner. Several grand sevas are offered to Lord Srinivas Govinda, beginning with the Suprabhat Seva at 3 a.m. early in the morning, followed by a grand Abhishek and Arati. The Vaikuntha Dwara, where Sri Radha Krishna Chandra gives special darshan on this day, is opened with a ceremonious puja, Kalyanotsav and many other rituals mark the day's schedule. We invite you all to this transcendental event to start the new year in the company of the Lord. Get the blessings of the Lord on this most auspicious day and witness the offerings that He made for His pleasure. Come, join the grand celebration.
Shri Srinivas Govinda! Krishna Rukmini Satyabhama ki! Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada ki! Vaikuntha Ekadashi Maha Mahotsav ki! So now we are at a very awaited segment of the evening. So folks, do you all know, sometimes we are sitting on a real treasure, yet we don't realize it's
most simplicity, eating little, resting scarcely, and often sleeping beneath the trees. He became deeply loved by the villagers for his humility, compassion, and spiritual wisdom. With care, he would hang the deity of Madan Mohan in a cloth upon a tree and worship him with whatever little he had. For 43 years, he wandered the Holy Land, writing books, chanting the holy names, guiding seekers, and uncovering the hidden places of Krishna's pastimes. The Lord had spoken, and Sanatana obeyed. Now, in the holy land of Vrindavan, let us see how he carries out his master's command. Brahmana concluded his rigorous vow to Lord Shiva, hoping the easily pleased Lord would reward his austerity with great wealth. Lord Shiva soon appeared, offering the Brahmana any boon he wished. Overjoyed, the Brahmana asked for the most valuable treasure in the world. Did Lord Shiva grant his wish? If yes, then how? Come, let's see what happened. About the whereabouts of Sanatana Goswami. He was guided towards the bank of the Yamuna, where Sanatana Goswami often sat in meditation. Excited, the Brahmana set off, ready to meet the saint who held the highest treasure. Let's witness their meeting and see how the poor seeker discovered the highest jewel of life.
Swami, Lord Shiva has direct
is worshipable, so are his abode, Vrindavana and Govardhan Hill. Krishna himself confirmed this, showing that worshipping Govardhan Hill is as meritorious as worshipping him. Following this example, even in his 60s, Sanatana Goswami faithfully performed 1008 obeisances and daily parikrama of Govardhana, taking food or water only after completing it. One day, after finishing his parikrama, a cowherd boy appeared in front of Sanatana Goswami. Let's see what happened then.
Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Baba, you are already so old and frail. Why do you trouble yourself to walk the long path around Govardhan Hill every single day? Your body is suffering.
My dear boy, this vow is one of the cornerstones of my sadhana. My life is meant only for the service of the Lord, and I cannot abandon this sacred duty.
But Baba, you have already shown the world the glory of devotion by your life, your writings and your service. You have inspired countless souls to worship Krishna. You need not continue straining your body in this way.
Still, my child, I cannot break the principles of my vow. My body may be weak, but my determination must remain strong. I cannot give up my religious principles.
Take this Shila Baba. If you circumambulate this stone 4 times every day, it will be as good as going around the entire Govardhan Hill. Your vow remains intact and your body will be spared further strain.
I am your worshipable Lord, Madan Mohan. Your steadfastness moves my heart. You have pleased me fully with your humility, compassion, and unwavering service. This Shila is non-different from me, for I reside eternally within it.
Oh Lord, you personally came for my sake, though I'm such a fallen soul and I have no bhakti. Yet you have given me everything. I shall worship this Shila with all my heart, for it is you, yourself.
गिरिराज गोवर्धन की, श्री सनातन गोस्वामी की, Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada ki. Let's give a big round of applause and a loud Hari Bol to our talented folk theatrics club. Through this skit, we have been reminded of such a deep truth that the real treasure of life is beyond gold, fame, or material success. But it is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra which can turn hearts of iron into pure gold. Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki! Now let's take an opportunity to acknowledge our amazing performers who performed with full devotion and delight. We have Sanatan Dinesh Prabhu as Shri Sanatan Goswami. We have Prabhudev Prabhu as Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sachin Prabhu as Lord Shri Krishna. Ashwat Prabhu as Lord Shiva. Devavar Krishna Prabhu as the flower seller. Guru Prasad Prabhu as the fruit seller. Ishan Prabhu as villager 1. Ankit Prabhu as villager 2. Anmol Prabhu as villager 3. Costumes and props by Bibas Roy Prabhu. Damodar Prabhu, Anjaneya Prabhu, Manjunath Prabhu, Narayan Prabhu, Mukunda Chaitanya Prabhu, Prashant Prabhu, Tarun Prabhu. Voiceover artists, Darshan Prabhu and Chetna Mataji. Narration, Ayappan Prabhu. Script, Gauridas Prabhu and Giridhar Karthik Prabhu. Audio visuals, Vasant Prabhu. Lights, Vasant Prabhu and Krishna Kumar Prabhu. Direction and overall guidance, His Grace Sri Vigraha Prabhu. Hari Bol! This theatrical play, The Saint, The Stone and The Surprise, was brought to you by the Folk Theatrics Club. Can we have a round of applause and a loud Hari Bol for our Folk Theatrics Club? Hari Bol! And Nihal Prabhu played as a Brahmana boy. Hari Bol!
How many of you felt fear in life? Yeah, if you raise two hands and say Haribol, then there is no fear. Okay, we've all felt fear. And we've also felt great faith. So 5,000 years back, something amazing happened in the presence of Krishna. And if you bring Krishna into your life, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? We're going to figure that out in just a few minutes. In just a few minutes. Before that, how many of you are here for Diwali tomorrow? Seriously, raise your hand. How many of you want to celebrate alone, like your single hand up? One hand susurbati, another hand some pot, flower pot. So we're all celebrating Diwali. We are one folk family, right? So sad. Hari Bol. Don't worry, you'll get... Okay. This is the energy of folk. Today afternoon I met one very old folk and he was telling, Prabhu, I have traveled across the globe today, but I have never seen the energy that we see in our folk. So, and he was telling, it is because we're all Krishna conscious. Okay. In a short while, we are going to have a very special presentation and a special talk delineating the Govardhan Leela and life lessons from Govardhan Leela. In the meanwhile, we have a short video for you.
वैकुण्ठपुरवासं पङ्कजनेत्रं परमपवित्रं पङ्कजनेत्रं परमपवित्रं शङ्खचक्रधर चिन्मयरूपं वेङ्कटाचलनिलयं वैकुण्ठपुरवासम् अम्बुजोद्भवविनोदम् अम्बुजोद्भवविनोदम् अगणितगुणनामम् अम्बुजोद्भवविनोदम् अगणितगुणनामम् अम्बुजोद्भवविनोदम् अगणितगुणनामम् तुम्बुरु नारद गानविलोलम् तुम्बुरु नारद गानविलोलम् वेङ्कटाचलनिलयं वैकुण्ठपुरवासम् मकरकुण्डलधर मदनगोपालम्
Govinda, Govinda. Now I'd like to welcome His Grace Sri Vigraha Prabhu. His Grace Sri Vigraha Prabhu serves as a team lead in folk, the Youth Empowerment Division of ISKCON Bangalore, and is also member of the temple's Executive Council. An electrical engineer graduate, he has been a full-time devotee in the Hare Krishna movement since 2010. Before joining ISKCON, he accumulated over a decade experience as a teacher and also founded and managed an educational startup that trains students for competitive examinations. At ISKCON Bangalore, he is widely known for his inspiring personality development workshops and thought-provoking talks and seminars. Prabhu is a dynamic speaker and has addressed youths in many educational institutions, including some of India's leading, such as NIT's IISc, IIIT Bangalore. He has also directed more than 60 theatrical plays, which enlighten the audience about the lessons from our scriptures in an entertaining way. Over the years, Prabhu has guided hundreds of individuals and families on how to practically apply the timeless teachings of Bhagavad Gita in their personal and professional lives. His insightful talks and interviews in English and Kannada have been featured on radio, television, and YouTube, and have received widespread appreciation from a wide range of audience. Today, Prabhu is going to share with us life lessons from Govardhan, fear versus faith. Over to you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Let's begin with prayers. Can we display the prayers? Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Very happy to see so many young men assembled here to celebrate a very special Leela of Lord Krishna, that is Govardhan Leela. Every Leela of Lord Krishna has got a lot of lessons for us to learn, imbibe, practice. There are many perspectives from which we can see each Leela of the Lord. Today, we shall see the Govardhan Leela based on this perspective of how to overcome fear by developing reasonable faith. So fear versus faith is what we are going to discuss today. Many times we see on the social media breaking news and bold headlines, images, expert voices. So when you see some breaking news coming, how do you react to it? Do we trust it or do we cross-check? Ideally, we should trust it because they are all coming from bona fide, they are supposed to be coming from bona fide sources. But today, the fake news is much more than the bona fide news, the real news. Therefore, everything we keep doubting. We cross-check whether it's really true or not. So ideally, we should have accepted it, trusted, but today we cross-check. In fact, very recently, when our country was in war with the neighboring nation, there were many fake news which were becoming viral in the social media platforms. And after seeing that, even the so-called leaders, they were believing in it and they started responding to it. So I'm talking about Operation Sindoor. There were many fake news about it, right? Hashtags trended, panic spread, Even some leaders reacted before verifying the facts. So that's the kind of information era we are living in. We cannot trust any news. And we think, oh, because it is coming from a bona fide source, it must be correct. In fact, such a thing happened even 5,000 years ago, when Krishna was personally present on this planet. The Vrajavasis, out of tradition, they were actually blindly observing Indra Puja. And they were making a lot of arrangements for the festival to celebrate the Indra Puja. And it was one blue boy who challenged it. Who is that? Yeah, Krishna challenged it. He said, why are you worshipping Indra? So let's witness that particular part of the pastime of Govardhan Leela. The first and the foremost fear that we see in this Govardhan Leela is the fear of tradition. Oh, we have been doing it that way for many years. And if we all of a sudden stop Indra Puja, Indra will become angry and he will create havoc. That was the argument. So let's see that particular situation we will witness now. The festival of Indra.
Why must you have this festival for Indra?
We must have this festival of Indra every year to please him so he may give us rain.
Is it just like we pay our taxes to King Kamsa every year? Oh no, Indra is not a powerful person. He controls the river. Water is most important for life. That is why we worship Indra each year with this festival.
But Father, he is just doing his duty, carrying out Lord Vishnu's orders.
Oh Krishna, this ceremony is an old tradition and we must not give it up too.
Father.
Okay. Can we play the original for the next videos? We can play the original Little Krishna video clips. So here you see Krishna is about 7 years old and he is observing in Vrindavan. Everyone is making preparations for Indra Puja. And what did Krishna do there? The fear factor, and we'll come to the faith factor later. So what is the fear here? What is the fear? It is our tradition and we have been following it. How can we stop this Indra Puja? That was the first fear. So they said, Indra will become angry and he will punish us. Many a times we follow tradition out of fear. Right? If we ask, so many times, I've come across young men, when they ask some questions at home to their parents, to their grandparents, etc. Why are we doing this festival? They may not have a reasonable answer. And they say, you cannot ask this kind of question. How dare you ask? God will become angry. This kind of answer. And the present Gen Z generation is not at all happy with this kind of answers. Isn't it? But Krishna talks about a very important principle. We should not follow any ritual for the sake of fear. So Krishna introduces the absolute truth. What does Krishna say? The Supreme Lord Narayana is the one who is prescribing duties for all the devatas, including Indra. So why should we worship Indra? Indra is just doing his duty. Worshipping Indra will be like bribing a government servant. In fact, we should actually praise the Supreme Lord, the absolute truth. This is the paradigm that Krishna introduces to the Vrajavasis. Another perspective, another argument from the fear factor is, we've always been doing it that way. Every year we have been doing Indra Puja. How can we stop this tradition? And what does Krishna say? Srila Prabhupada writes in Rajavidya, the king of knowledge. How many of you read this book, Rajavidya? Oh, very nice, good. It's a must-read book. It's a very small book. So it says, it is not that we should blindly surrender, but we should be able to inquire with intelligence. Very, very important. You should not simply blindly surrender. Srila Prabhupada taught us that we should utilize our intelligence to inquire, to get clarity, and then practice. Our Krishna conscious process is not a question of blind belief or superstition. The third one, from the fear, the argument is, fear highlights dependence on secondary powers. Here in this case, Vrajavasis were thinking that Indra is so supreme, and if we displease him, he can create any problem. But actually, the faith helps us to understand the root. Indra and all other devatas derive their power from the Supreme Lord Krishna. Right? This is the right understanding. Okay. Now, let us see some interesting verses connected with this in the Bhagavad Gita. For both sides, fear factor and faith factor. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says in the 7th chapter, Kamais tahistai hritagnyana prapadyante anya devataha. Lord Krishna says, why do generally people approach the devatas? Because their minds are distorted by material desires. So the reason why people don't go and do root cause analysis. Oh, Indra is powerful, but where did he get his power? People don't question. They accept Indra as the supreme authority. Interesting, one parallel example I remembered. First time, when the government, Modi government insisted Jan Dhan account. Everybody should have an account in the bank, isn't it? Crores and crores of bank accounts were opened. It was a big revolution. And one granny came in a village, one old woman. For the first time in her life, she is stepping into a bank. Okay? She had never seen a bank. She had never had a bank account. And when she saw the bank, she saw a lot of people are sitting and operating laptops, computers. And then there is one person sitting who is busy. What is he doing? Dealing with cash. A lot of cash. Right? This person is receiving huge amount of money and he is giving huge amount of money in cash to people. So you know what the granny said? The granny said, I understood now. The most powerful person in this bank is this cashier. Why? What was her logic? Because this cashier is dealing with a lot of money. Therefore, this cashier is the supreme authority in the bank. Do you all agree with this? Why? Because cashier is, after all, a paid, he is also a paid employee, and his position is not at all supreme. And including cashier, all others, officers who are working in the bank, they are all reporting to the branch manager. And where is the branch manager? He is sitting far away in his own chamber. He is not even visible. But he holds the power. In the same way, the argument of people, Indra and other devatas are very powerful because they are wielding a lot of power. Visibly it is seen that Indra is so powerful, he can immediately cause rains. It is just like the granny's conclusion that the cashier is the topmost authority. But the real authority is behind the branch manager. The manager is sitting invisible. So Krishna is trying to introduce this understanding to all of us in the Bhagavad Gita. The devatas are visibly very powerful. They are moving this cosmos. But behind their power, there is the supreme source, the Lord. So why do we get carried away by the devatas? Because devatas can immediately grant our desires. So Krishna is saying, those who are driven by material desires, kama, they surrender to the devatas. Whereas one who is intelligent, what will he do? Aham sarvasya prabhavaha. Krishna is saying in the Bhagavad Gita, I am the cause, the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who know this perfectly engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Worshipping Devata is at one level, just to get material benedictions, whereas one who is really intelligent understands the root cause is Krishna and renders service to Krishna. So Krishna wanted to teach all of us through this Govardhan Leela that we have to worship, we have to become devotees of the Supreme Lord. And that is why he discouraged the Vrajavasis from Indra Puja. Now the question for all of you, what tradition are you following? Each one of us sitting here. I have some options for you. Ritual-based tradition, right? Just like they were saying, we have been doing this from many generations, we will do, it's our ritual. Scientific or rational-based tradition. Third one, personal choice. I like it, therefore I do it. There are a lot of people who do that way also, right? I like it, therefore I am doing it. Or mixed approach. So which tradition each one of you is following? What do you all say? Huh? Second one? Fourth one? Sometimes ritual based, sometimes logical, sometimes convenience based. Personal choice is convenience. Apne ko acha lagta hai. I like it to do it that way, so let me do it. Okay, it's a question for you to ponder upon. We will go to the next part. Before that, we will see what Srila Prabhupada says on blind leaders and scholars.
If we have no eyes, then how can I lead others? You are blind, and they are blind. So what is the use of becoming their leaders? Actually, all these so-called leaders and scholars, they are blind themselves, and they have become big leaders. That is the misfortune of the present time. For our proposition, we take direction from Krishna and his representatives. That is helpful. Try to understand this point. Our system, parampara system, is that just like disciple of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. I don't say that I am liberated. I am conditioned. But because I am following the instruction of Bhakti Siddhanta, I am liberated. This is the distinction between condition and liberation.
Srila Prabhupada ki. See how Srila Prabhupada is saying, today's leaders, they are themselves blind. They don't know what is reality. And they say, I will guide everybody. I will lead everybody. It's such a big illusion. So, Srila Prabhupada says, what is the process that we have to follow? Can someone tell me in one line from this video, what did you understand? What process are we following in Krishna consciousness? Put up your hand. Yes, yourself. 1, 2, 3, fifth row, first person, you only who is turning back. What's your name? Hare Krishna. Yeah. Okay, anybody else would like to share? What is the process we are following here in our Krishna consciousness? Yeah, we are following the parampara system. I cannot manufacture my own knowledge because what am I? Defective. Right? But if I follow what Krishna is saying and what the acharyas, the liberated souls are saying in the parampara system, then I get perfect knowledge. So, here there is another kind of tradition that we have to follow. So the tradition that Krishna was opposing is they were simply following as a ritual based. Generation after generation, we are worshipping Indra, therefore we should do Indra Puja. But Krishna is saying no. You have to understand the knowledge from standard authority and follow. Right? So the lesson 1 for us is we must have faith in the right authority. Place your faith in the right authority. You will have full clarity. Then you can become free from fear. So what is that faith? F. Focus on the absolute. Krishna is the origin of everything. Therefore, one must surrender to Krishna. Then A. Anchor in truth. Do not simply go by hearsay. What social media posts are coming, we will follow that. No. Go to the root, the scriptures, and bona fide guru, what he says. Based on that, we must practice. And intelligence is the guide. Don't go by sentiments. Today what is happening? In social media, if some guru claims to be, very powerful because he has a lot of followers, everybody gets swayed. Everybody thinks that, oh, this person, since he has a large number of followers, therefore he is correct, he is bona fide. So don't go by the number of followers, don't go by sentimental understanding, go by intelligence, spiritual intelligence. And trust the source. The origin is Krishna, and we must have trust in him. And H, happiness is surrender. We have to understand Krishna as the original root and surrender to him. What do you mean by surrender? Obeying his instructions. That is what Vrajavasis did. We will see that. So let us see the second type of fear that is highlighted in this Govardhan Leela, that is fear of material loss. Let us see what Krishna says. We will see that part of the pastime. And the Vrajavasis were thinking, if we displease Indra, then what will happen? What will happen? No rains will come. And we are all farmers and cowherd community. If there are no rains, what will we grow? What will we eat? How will our cows quench their thirst and how will they give milk? So material loss, many times fear comes in our mind because of losing something. Right? That is highlighted here. Let us see that. Is the video ready?
के लिए अति आवश्यक होता
आदेश पूरा कर रहे हैं।
मैं जो चाहूं करूंगा।
मैं अपने
को प्रसन्न करने के लिए हर साल ये यज्ञ करना ही पड़ता है ताकि वो हमें बारिश दें।
वैसे ही जैसे हर वर्ष में महाराज कर चुकाना पड़ता है।
अरे नहीं बच्चों, इंद्र देव बुरे नहीं हैं। वो तो बारिश के देवता हैं। पानी जीवन के लिए अति आवश्यक होता है। इसीलिए हम हर साल यज्ञ के द्वारा इंद्र की पूजा करते हैं।
परंतु बाबा, तो उनका कर्तव्य है। तो भगवान के आदेश का पालन कर रहे हैं।
देखो कृष्णा, ये बहुत पुरानी प्रथा है और हमें इसे तोड़ना नहीं चाहिए।
बाबा, फिर हम पूजा क्यों नहीं करते? जो हमें सब कुछ देती है और सूर्य की जीवन मिलता है और यमुना की क्यों नहीं?
कृष्णा, तुम सही कहते हो, लेकिन ये संभव नहीं है। हम सदियों से चलती आ रही इस प्रथा को अकस्मात तोड़ नहीं सकते बेटा।
परंतु बाबा, क्या हमें आंखें बंद करके प्रथाओं को मान लेना चाहिए? वो तो भगवान विष्णु है, जो इंद्र और सभी देवताओं को शक्ति प्रदान करते हैं।
बिल्कुल सही कह रहा है। सभी देवता भगवान विष्णु के आदेशानुसार काम करते हैं। और वैसे भी वेदों में इंद्र के लिए अलग से यज्ञ का विधान नहीं है।
हम ग्वाले हैं। हमारी संपत्ति हमारी गायें हैं और वो भोजन के लिए निर्भर करती है इस गोवर्धन पर्वत पर। हम भी सभी चीजों के लिए गोवर्धन पर निर्भर करते हैं। इसलिए हमें गोवर्धन की पूजा करनी चाहिए।
So here, what was the fear in the heart of Nanda Maharaj and all of them? If we displease Indra, then we will not be able to sustain our livelihood. Isn't it? So fear of material gains is something which actually drives everybody in this world. See, why do people go every day to work? Why do people go? If I don't go, I will lose my job. My source of income will be gone. How will I maintain myself and my family? There is a fear which is driving people. Now tell me, how many of you are working professionals here? Put up your hand. Okay. Honestly, you should tell me, how many of you work in your company, in your office, because you have liked the ideology of your company? You are inspired by the principles of your company. That's why you go and work. Put up your hand, let's see. 1, very nice. 2, 3. Some 3 people only. What about others? We are interested in what comes to our account at the end of the month. Isn't it? We are not interested in why this company was established. What is their principles? No. If I don't go, my salary will get cut. Therefore, so material gain, loss of that will create fear. This is another cause of fear. What is the first cause of fear? Fear of tradition. Second one is fear of losing our material gains. Can we have the next slide, please? Yeah. So Vrajavasi's fear was economic ruin. And what is the faith factor? The point that Krishna brought out is we should dedicate our prescribed duty as an offering to God. Out of fear, we should not worship any devata. We should worship the Supreme Lord as an offering, as a love. This is the paradigm that Krishna brings about in the Bhagavad Gita. So, do we require a delegated middleman? In fact, Nanda Maharaj says this. He says, by accepting the remnants of sacrifices performed to Indra, people sustain their lives and accomplish the threefold aims of religiosity, economic development, and sense gratification. Thus, Lord Indra is the agent responsible for the fruitive success of industrious people. He is giving a logic here. Indra is responsible for our success. But who is the real beneficiary? Who is actually empowering that Indra also? That Krishna reveals in the Bhagavad Gita. Yajñarthat karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. He says, we should work not out of fear of any devata. We should work as an offering, sacrifice to Lord Vishnu, because he is the supreme authority. So if you work for his pleasure, then you will be happy. But if you forget him, then you will get into karma bandhana. So this is another counter that Krishna is giving. So the second point is, this anxiety stems from deep attachment to results rather than the duty. Why we become fearful in this world? Another reason is we are attached to the outcome, to the results. Will I get the results as per my expectation or not? That forces us, that puts us into a state of fear. Why does it put us in a state of fear? Can anyone tell me? Why attachment to results makes us anxious? Because results are not in our control. Yes or no? If something is not in our control, we become fearful, anxious. But Krishna is saying, you work as an offering, as a yajna to the Supreme Lord. Then the fear vanishes. The third one, fear of loss binds us to external unpredictable outcomes. Many a times we see, especially in the share market, people who invest in share market, will they be very happy, peaceful? Especially those who are in the gambling level. You know, every time they keep seeing the trend, which company I should invest, which company is performing well. Every moment they are anxious. Lakhs of rupees I have invested. Will I get it back or not? They don't get sleep in the night. That is why the scriptures say, if one wants to make spiritual advancement, one should stay away from such gambling business. Because it puts us into unnecessary stress, anxiety. And whereas faith, what is a counter for this? Faith means to focus on the action and leave the result to Krishna. Which is the verse where Krishna says this? Can anyone tell me? Yes. Who said that? Can you recite the whole shloka? Yes. Okay. No problem. The first 50% is right. Karmanye vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. This is one of the famous verses, and it is most misunderstood verse of Bhagavad Gita also. People write so many commentaries on this, so many social media, so many people write this. But actually, what is the right understanding? Krishna is saying, you have a say only in endeavors. Results, you don't have any say. You don't have any control. Right? So, we should have faith in Krishna. Krishna will give me the best outcome. This is called faith. I will do my part. I will depend on Krishna for my results. This gives us so much solace, freedom from anxiety. Okay. Let's play one game. I want 2 volunteers now. Who can come? Please come. 2 volunteers. One. And the Brahmana has come. Okay. We had a blindfold there. Can you bring it, please? There's a blindfold. Yes. Okay, one is Nihal from Folk Teens. What's your name? Viresh. Okay, what we'll do is, no, one is enough, give me. If both of you get blindfolded, who will direct? Okay, so what we'll do here, Nihal, who would like to get blindfolded? Nihal.
The Govardhan Hill, they stop.
What's your name? Viresh. Viresh, yes. One person will guide, the other person will be blindfolded. You will be blindfolded? Okay, please put on that. Properly you should put. Are you able to see?
Stop my festival to worship a mount of earth. How could this happen, Samvardik?
Okay. So he's not able to see. Okay, now Viresh, Nihal will give you some directions. You have to just follow his directions. Okay? And you have to go and stand behind the camera. Where's the camera here? Tripod camera is there. It's there. You have to guide him. Make him stand behind the camera. Okay? You should not touch him. No direction. He'll just hear to you and he should go. Okay? Your time starts now. No, you be here only. Otherwise, you will carry him and go there. You be here only. One mic can be given to him. Yeah. All others should not guide. Then he will get confused. If he hears 300 voices, he'll go crazy. Yeah, here it is. Yeah.
Okay. Go left. Straight. Go, that's okay. Straight.
Go, that's okay, he's saying.
Straight.
But he's not going only.
Straight. Right. Straight.
Don't break his bones
left.
Today, huh?
Left. Go straight.
Robotic movements, no?
Straight. Straight.
He'll go into the green room.
Right. Yeah, go.
Why, Viresh, you're so difficult? You don't know how to walk or what? Viresh?
Little. Go, friend.
Oh, this is very important.
Be careful, there is step. Yeah, lift your leg. Go, little friend. Go, little friend. Yeah. Lift
Please
your
have
leg.
ambulance ready.
Lift your leg. Lift your leg. Lift your leg.
Please don't touch him, I said.
Lift your leg.
Now, Veeresh, you know what? Veeresh doesn't want to leave stage and go.
Go straight. Yeah, go straight. Straight. Go. Yeah, lift your leg. There is a step. Step. Yeah,
Oh.
Little friend. Go, little friend.
Okay. Stop. Enough. Open your blindfold. You traveled such a long distance. Our tripod and camera is miles away. Okay, let us ask Veeresh. Give the phone to him, the mic to him. Why so much? You walk, no? So nicely you walked and came from there here.
Yeah, Prabhu.
But why you were so hesitant to walk?
I was not able to see, no, Prabhu. So no, I was not.
But I told you should follow what he says. Why you are not following?
Not 100% confidence.
He's not a trustworthy person. What was the emotion you were experiencing?
Fear of falling.
Fear of falling. Thank you so much. Give a big round of applause. Thank you. Now you see, fear comes when there is no faith. Very important demonstration, right? First is, both of them don't know each other, number one. They're both strangers to each other. From today, I think they will get to know, they'll interact, at least because of this activity. But because he had no full faith, whether he's going to really guide me properly, and also adding to that, there is darkness, I can't see, there is no clarity. When there is no clarity, when there is no faith, these are the two reasons why fear comes up in our life. Whenever we are going through fearful condition, you can see there is no clarity. I don't know what's next, right? And second is no faith. The person whom I have thought that he will guide me, I don't have 100% faith in that person. That is why there is fear. Let us see what Srila Prabhupada says about this.
Don't be associated with the result. Let the result come, whatever it may. But you have to do your duty nicely and for the sake of God. Sangam takta kattitta abnivesam cha takta jugastal karmani kuru yuddhadi. Kattitta means that you are the doer. Forget, you are not doing. You are being ordered to do it. That's like there is an example that you take a rod and kill a snake. Now the rod is practically killing the snake, but actually the rod is not responsible because the man who has taken the rod, who is killing the snake, he is responsible for killing the snake, not the rod. So we have to become the rod in the hand of the Supreme. Then all the reaction of our work will be, I will not be responsible for the reaction. The Lord will be responsible.
So you see, Prabhupada is telling us, so much anxiety we get about results because we think I am the doer. I am responsible for producing some result. Therefore, there is fear of failure. But Prabhupada is saying, what if you become an instrument in the hands of the Lord? Just do what the Lord is saying. Just do what the Lord is saying. This is faith. And the Lord is not, He has no intention to cheat you. Because the Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita, I am your greatest well-wisher. I am your greatest well-wisher. There cannot be a greater well-wisher to each one of us sitting here than Krishna. So if we develop faith in Krishna, follow his instructions, Krishna will protect, even if there is a danger. So Krishna is not like ordinary guides of this world who themselves are imperfect. How will they guide others? But Krishna is a supreme Lord. He is our well-wisher. Everything is possible for him. So we develop faith. So we do our action with this principle in mind. Karma. Knowledge of the controller is the first step. Who is the actual controller? Krishna. We must develop faith. That's when you can become free from unwanted fear. Act always for the pleasure of the Lord. This is another important principle while acting. Don't think, I should get some enjoyment, therefore I should work. Then you are losing, you are becoming what? Yourself, you are thinking that you are the doer. But Krishna is the doer, for him I am doing. And R, release attachment to the results and credit. Don't be interested in taking personal credit. Don't be attached to the results. Mastery is achieved in action, not in anticipation. The work itself is the success. In our Krishna consciousness process, we don't chant Hare Krishna so that after chanting you get some result. No, chanting itself is success. If you are able to chant Hare Krishna mantra every day, nicely, associate with Krishna, you are successful. So the journey itself is important. That is what karma yoga, that is bhakti yoga. Anxiety vanishes when duty becomes devotion. I am doing it for Krishna. For the love of Krishna I am doing it. Then your work becomes bhakti. Every action becomes bhakti. So this is the path to peace. Right? Now let us see the third fear, the fear of destruction. Indra is very powerful. He can destroy the whole Vrindavan. Isn't it? Let's see what happened. The next part of Govardhan Leela.
मेरे प्यारे कृष्ण, मैं जानता हूँ हमारा हित ही चाहते थे, लेकिन इंद्रदेव को कुपित कर दिया। हमें इसी समय उनसे क्षमा मांगनी चाहिए।
बाबा देखो बलराम ठीक कहते हैं। सब मेरी सलाह के कारण कष्ट भोग रहे हैं। अभी भी देर नहीं हुई। हम इंद्र क्षमा याचना कर सकते हैं। रुको कृष्ण कभी भी हमारे वृंदावन पे नहीं आने देगा कभी नहीं। आपने सच कहा माँ। आप सबके लिए मेरा प्रेम इंद्र के से बहुत बड़ा है। वृंदावन की रक्षा मैं अवश्य करूंगा। कृष्णा मेरे बच्चे।
So here you can see Krishna. What did he do? Yes, The Vrajavasis followed what Krishna said. They stopped doing Indra Yajna. Indra became angry. He wanted to assert his position. So he employed devastative clouds called Samvartaka. He wanted to inundate the whole Vrindavan. And when the Vrajavasis were seeing their own destruction, they asked Krishna, what should we do now? Right? So there is a fear of destruction created in the hearts of Vrajavasis. This is actually a sign of a weak leader. A weak leader makes people follow him by creating fear of destruction in their hearts. This is what Indra is doing. Indra is also afraid. We will talk about that later. But then Indra is trying to show, see, you disobeyed me, no? You didn't worship me. I am going to make your life miserable. But how did Krishna counter that? He said, my love for all of you is much greater than Indra's power. I will not let all of you go through difficulties. Immediately he lifted up the Govardhan Hill. This is the sign of a strong leader. A strong leader does not force his followers because of fear. You should follow my instructions. No. Out of love you have followed what I said. Now out of my love for you, I am going to lift this Govardhan for your protection. This is a good, real leader. So the storm was the ultimate test. Right? But Sharanagati, unconditional surrender to the Lord, can help us get out of any kind of fear. Right? So, what did Indra do? We saw that he summoned the Samvartaka clouds, which are generally employed during the time of Pralaya. And Krishna's instruction, the cowherd community followed. The residents of Vrindavan, what they did? Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shucha. Ma shucha means do not fear. Have faith in me, surrender to me, and I will give you protection. This is Krishna's assurance in the Bhagavad Gita. The residents of Vrindavan had actually followed this because they simply obeyed what Krishna said. And now Krishna was true to his words. He protected all of them from the wrath of Indra by lifting the Govardhan Hill. So, the fear forces us to recognize its temporary, fragile, material existence, whereas Krishna promises, do not fear. I am there, I will protect you. Fear is greatest when we realize our own strength is insufficient. But faith means seeking the one unfavoring assurance that supersedes all universal catastrophes. So you can see here, Vrajavasis individually, they were no match to Indra's strength, isn't it? But because they had Krishna with them, who is much, much more powerful, unlimitedly powerful, even millions of Indra's powers is no match to Krishna. And Krishna was easily able to counter Indra's wrath and protect his dear Vrajavasis. This is how faith can help us to overcome fear. So, we are insufficient. Our strength is insufficient. We are incapable to protect ourselves. We should realize this. This is called humility. And then, Krishna is so powerful, and Krishna can give me protection. If we have this strong faith, any kind of fear, we can overcome. Now we saw so far the Vrajavasi's point of view. Now Indra was also driven by fear only. What was his fear? His fear was what? I will lose my position. People will start taking me very lightly. That's why I have to punish them. I said this is the sign of a what kind of leader? Weak leader. Correct? So a weak leader drives his followers through fear, whereas a strong leader drives his followers through love. Now we should choose now what kind of leader we should follow. We should follow Krishna and his pure representatives. Krishna loves us unconditionally. Krishna never forces us to do anything. In fact, if you read the Bhagavad Gita, how many of you read Bhagavad Gita as it is? Oh, wonderful. How many of you have Bhagavad Gita as it is in your house? Oh, everyone has. So you have taken Bhagavad Gita as it is and kept it as it is. It's not supposed to be kept as it is. You're supposed to open and read. Then you will understand many things. Towards the end of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says something very interesting in the 18th chapter. You will not find this in any other religious holy books of the world. Krishna says, now I have told you whatever I was supposed to tell you. Carefully contemplate, deliberate on this, and you do what you feel is correct. Yatha ichhasi tatha kuru. See, Krishna, even though he is the supreme master, he is openly telling, see, don't accept because I am God, therefore you have to accept whatever I am saying. No, no, no. Whatever I have told, properly contemplate, think about it, and you make your own choice. Krishna, the Supreme Lord, is respecting each and every one of our free will. Why? Because Krishna is not a weak master. He is not a weak leader. He is not creating fear in our heart to make us his devotees. Freedom is always given where there is genuine love. Krishna genuinely loves us. Krishna wants we should become happy. This is what Krishna wants. Therefore he is saying, now I have told everything. For your benefit I have spoken the whole thing. You please contemplate and you do what you feel is correct. Will you find this kind of a statement made by God in any other religious books? Please bring. In no other religion, no other process, this kind of a thing you can find. It is only Krishna, only in Bhagavad Gita you will find this. Because Krishna loves us unconditionally. So during this auspicious Kartik month, where we are meditating on the sweet Damodar Leela of the Lord, every day offering a lamp to the Lord, we should offer a prayer to the Lord. My dear Lord, you love me unconditionally, but I am not so dedicated to your service. Many times I listen to my mind. I listen to what people say in social media. I am dependent on my own insufficient strength. This is all the symbols of my ignorance. And the result of this is what? Constantly I am tormented by fear. I am always fearful. Fear of losing, fear of missing out, fear of, insufficiency. Krishna, you are so merciful to me. Please help me to develop pure devotion towards you. You should say like this and offer lamp every day to the Lord. Every day during this auspicious Kartik month. Oh Lord, I don't want to lead a life filled with fear. I want a life filled with faith in you. May I increase my faith in you every day. So how to increase faith in the Lord? How do we increase faith? Actually, all of us who have come to temple, all of us who have come to folk, we all have some faith. That's why we have come. But we have to strengthen that faith. How to make that faith strong? How? The scriptures say, sadhu sangha, association with devotees, strengthens, builds our faith bank. And our faith will be tested at the time of difficulties. Right? Just like the faith of the Vrajavasis was tested when Indra became angry. And the Vrajavasis had no other option other than going to Krishna. So in times of difficulties, our faith in Krishna will be tested. So we must strengthen our faith every day by reading Srila Prabhupada's books. Because Prabhupada says, I am present in my books. And when we read Srila Prabhupada books, we get association of pure devotee. Right? We should hear from the devotees who are seriously practicing Krishna consciousness as per what Srila Prabhupada said. By their association, by hearing, we are so blessed in folk, we have opportunity for sadhu sangha available. Folk guide, association is available. It's not going to be available always for everyone like this. It is by the blessings of Srila Prabhupada we have got this. So, sadhu sangha strengthens our faith. And after we hear from the devotees, after we read the Bhagavad Gita, we should put it into practice. What is that putting into practice? Every day we must have a disciplined sadhana. I will chant this many rounds every day, no matter what. I will chant every day Hare Krishna mantra. Because this is what helps me to become free from fear. Bhajahu Remana Srinanda Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare. If we want to become Abhaya, fearless, we must take shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna. And in Kali Yuga, Krishna has appeared in the form of Hare Krishna mantra. So we must chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. By chanting Hare Krishna mantra and by association with devotees, just by these two things, these are the weapons that Srila Prabhupada, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us. Just by these two things, we can overcome all kinds of fear and lead our life with full faith, with smiling faces, even amidst biggest difficulties. Just like when Krishna had lifted the Govardhan Hill, there was a terrible storm outside, but under the hill, everybody were singing and dancing, they were smiling. Why? Because they had Krishna with them. Krishna was playing his flute and everybody were enjoying. So even in such a storm, they were all calm. So if we want to remain calm amidst the storm, we must take this God's umbrella. What is this God's umbrella? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you are nicely chanting Hare Krishna mantra and hearing, then your umbrella will become stronger and stronger and it can give you full protection. If you are only chanting, not hearing, then there will be holes in the umbrella. Even though you are under the umbrella, dangers will come through the holes. So how many of you want umbrella with holes? Put up your hand. With holes you want? Both hands you put up, fully confidently. Okay, no problem. We should have umbrella which has no holes in it, isn't it? It can give us full protection. For that, you know what you should do? Chant and hear. You should not only chant, you should hear attentively. Then there is a strong shelter. We all come under God's umbrella, Indra or whoever, whichever problem, like thunder, it falls on the umbrella. Umbrella will protect us. We will be under the protection of Krishna. So, on this occasion, see, Wednesday we are celebrating Govardhan Puja in our temple. You can all come, have darshan of the Lord as Giridhari and witness a huge Govardhan cake prasadam which is going to be offered to the Lord and distributed to everyone. Receive the blessings of the Lord, and we should promise to the Lord, I will take shelter of your umbrella, the holy name. Every single day I will not miss. Right? Because every day rain is coming, problems, fears are coming. Every day I should hold the umbrella and I will chant Hare Krishna mantra with full attention and devotion. So this is the God's umbrella for all of you. How many of you will take subscription for this God's umbrella every day? How many of you say, only Sundays I will come to temple, I will open the umbrella. All other days I will get wet. How many of you? Weekend warriors? No. So every day we should chant. So now let us chant one round of Hare Krishna mantra. seek the Lord's protection, God's umbrella. Please take out your beads. We will chant along with Srila Prabhupada one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. What you should do? Chant and hear. Don't forget that. Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna